Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's Annalisa, and this is a pick a card reading looking into what's going on with this person. So bear in mind, this might represent, it might be about them specifically, it might be a mirroring of something going on in you, it might be something going on in the dynamic. And if it doesn't feel accurate, doesn't resonate on some level, then just let it go. Whereas if it kind of rings true to you on a kind of deeper level, then trust that it's something for you to go into deeper. Okay, so for cards for you to choose from for piles, we've got the amethyst quartz, the rose quartz, the peacock ore, and the ocean jasper. 1, 2, 3, 4. So follow the link below and we'll go into the reading. Great, so group number 1, if you're just tuning in, then just please check to see if this feels resonant or not with you, and if it doesn't, then let it go, and be aware that it may represent something that's going on in you, or it may be about the other person, but it may be like a mirrored thing that's going on in you, or about your connection in general. So just be open to what the message is, and if it doesn't feel right, then let it go. It may be some kind of old attachment or old energy that is here for you to actually release. So just tune into that. So the main thing going on with your person is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this person is going through some kind of journey at the moment. They've got something going on where they are, so I'm talking about them, but this may relate to you or to the dynamic between you. Going on with either their relationship with their father, relationship with their mother, relationship with their parents, what the kind of ancestral patterns that those people are bringing through into this lifetime, and the kind of also the pattern of their own relationships in this lifetime. So this person is working through or healing something, and we know lots of people at the moment are cutting those ancestral patterns. And so this is really deep and very important work for us all to be doing and to be aware of. So if you haven't already looked into the relationship patterns in your own family or in your own life, then now would be a really good time to do that, and to really look at where you see connections between, for example, abandonment issues. You know, maybe your parents separated when you were younger, and you have a fear of being left, or a fear of not finding love because you felt that abandonment. So it's those kind of patterns that come up, and then we need to then heal. So redevelop our relationship with ourself, with our higher self, with our trust in Source as our source. Source is our source of love, not our parents. It can come through them. But love can come through anyone and can come through anything. And it's about trusting that it's going to come through in those ways. And and also for you to, whether this is going on with them or not, this is, I feel, like a message for you to just take that time to look into it, especially where there's dynamics with maybe multiple siblings about getting attention. And this, here we have the mother in spirit here and the father present. So there may be something in particular to do with a lack of, or feeling disconnected from the mother, an ambivalent connection with the mother, and how that may be impacting on you right now. We've also got pleasure and caress. So I feel like this could also be playing out in sexually, because these feel like quite sexual cards. It may be that you actually, or this person may feel more comfortable or more happy alone, because maybe they're used to that. They're used to being alone, and actually being around a partner can bring up all these issues where they didn't have this kind of connection before. So, you know, sometimes when people suddenly start to feel happy or feel good in a connection, it can bring up from the past where you didn't feel it before. Like, why haven't I felt this before? Why is this only coming through now? And even though there can be real enjoyment in the present, it can also bring up this abandonment. And I do feel particularly that um, the masculine seems to be alone in this picture. You see, looks kind of quite sad. Even though this card is about caress, it can be about healing the feminine, healing the masculine wound. Doesn't mean male and female, but the energy is the feminine energy healing the masculine energy. And this can be within ourselves, an internal relationship, as well as an external relationship. Let me get a couple of tarot for any more info on this one. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, it's like there hasn't been a realization yet, like something needs to be awakened. I feel like this person is quite near a big breakthrough, quite near a big understanding about themselves or their lives, but they're not quite there yet. And so they need time to really go into it. It may be that they need to go into a low mood. They need to be alone. They need to dwell in that place in order to really understand what's going on and to really reach into the unconscious and to reach into the void, to bring up whatever it is that's kind of waiting to be understood there. But I feel like once they do, there's going to be this huge awakening, this huge realization about themselves or life or relationships. Yeah, the Ace of Swords upright and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the truth, there might be a truth. This could be a realization for you about what is divine love and what's not divine love. And it may be that once this realization kicks in, so once we realize our patterns and realize that we are often looking for something in someone else or in a relationship to fulfill us, that we're then able to cut it away or to release things that aren't serving us. And while we're still in our wound and we're still needing to heal from whatever it is, we might attract in certain people or relationships that aren't fully serving us. But when we have that understanding of those kind of patterns, then we're able to have this Ace of Swords, this realization, this insight, this complete knowing. And the Ace of Swords can also be about releasing and freeing ourselves from what isn't divine love, what isn't bringing us nourishment. And we start to be selective and to set boundaries and to really choose the situations we want to be in, what's really going to fulfill and heal us and what is not. And then when we're able to let those things go, we're able to really stand in our power and bring in something that's really fulfilling and suitable to us. So that could be a relationship, but it could be a way of thinking. It could be habits. It could be family. There's maybe some family that need to be let go of, but it's like there's some awakening that this person needs to go into in order to move forward and to really experience this beautiful love that is like a fountains from within, that when you're alive and joyant in life, joyant? I think I made that word up. Buoyant and joyful in life, then you become like a fountain and it overflows from you, and then people want to come and drink from your fountain because they feel that life and that inspiration and that joy that you are cultivating from within. Okay, that's my reading for you, group number 1. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it, or you can book me for a private, personal reading with the details below. Okay, sending lots of love. Hi, Rose Quartz, group number 2. So just repeating this information again. This reading may be about the other person. It may also be a mirror of what's going on within you or within your dynamic. and also to really tune in and feel whether this is resonating. And if it doesn't feel resonant, then let it go. Maybe choose another pile or another reading. But yeah, really tune into your own deepening of what this is about, why this is coming up, and whether it's something for you to engage in or to release. Might be something that you habitually are attracted to, but it's time to let it go. So, what do we have? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This is the main energy that's going on with this person. And I feel like, the person you're inquiring about, it may feel like they're drifting away from you. It may feel like they're kind of disappearing into this slightly cloudy, unknown distance. And they may have another partner or be seeing someone else, or you may expect them to be seeing someone else. But what I feel is this is angelically guided, and they're being taken away to experience some kind of learning or healing or understanding. And this person really needs that time right now to go and do that. We've got expectation and possess, yeah. So I feel this is about you letting go of expectations and letting go of the need to own or possess anyone or any situation, and allowing things to drift off, because that person needs this time right now. I feel like it could be quite healing. It's like something that's going to help them calm emotions, heal their wounds, some unconscious wounds, whatever this situation is. I don't know how long it will last, or honeymoon is not necessarily a really long time, but they need it to overcome some kind of turbulence in their life. So allowing them to kind of just drift off from you, and you having that intention where you're not needing to pull something in or own something or just really hold on, because I feel like you holding on to this situation or person can actually trap them energetically. Like they can't it's like they need to go away, and they need to heal or transform or metamorphosize or something like that. And when we hold someone, even in our attention, it's like we don't give them the space to become someone new. And this can be for ourselves too. It's like we get stuck. Excuse me. Got a really strange feeling. Wow. Excuse me. There is something gosh, I had a really intense feeling through my nose and my throat. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Well, something that needs to pass through you or pass through them. This could be some kind of I feel like there could even be some kind of energy attachment entity or something that is kind of feeding off the situation. If you feel very focused on someone who isn't present, they're kind of moving away. Again, if this doesn't resonate, just let it go. But for those of you who are, or deep down that you're kind of holding this person, you're expecting something from them or trying to kind of hold on to draw something from this situation, I don't think it's you. I feel like there might be an entity or energy that is actually attaching to you to kind of draw excuse me, they're kind of drawing your energy, your attention, and feeding off of it. And so it can be really unhealthy for you. It might be like draining your energy, making you tired, making you kind of feel stuck. And so you need to work with someone to help you release any patterns where you maybe are used to like fall into a state where you may feel almost like something like compulsion, or it can almost, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between this kind of compulsion and when your intuition, because it feels like it's coming from within you, because it's coming from an energy, but this energy is not always supportive for you. And yeah, it's kind of it can feel like curiosity, or like, you know, just one more, like just one more, you know, look at their Facebook page, just one more kind of thinking about them, and it kind of draws you into something that it's not feeding you. Let me get a few more cards on this. Yeah. Okay, we've got the Devil, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. Yeah, so I think this is just, the High Priestess is just confirming that I'm channeling this right and feeling this, that there is some kind of entity or unhealthy attachment going on that needs to be cleared in this situation. It can be maybe hold you in a quite sexual way, so you may have very strong sexual feelings, sexual attraction for this person. And this person, I feel, may actually have very pure energy, maybe very have a lot of light energy, and it's like this entity. I feel for many of you there is an entity attached. It's you know, not uncommon, and it doesn't, you know, it's not this horrendous awful thing. It's something that can be dealt with, but you probably need to get some help from someone in order to clear that. But yeah, it may be kind of creating very strong sexual attraction, strong desire. I feel like this person is quite light and quite pure, and it's like this entity really wants to attach to that person, and they kind of can be encouraging your desire, your attraction towards them, in order to kind of not only drain that person, but also you, because you also have this very pure energy. This can even be someone like a very high-end soulmate, where the two of you have a very strong high bond, very pure bond, and again, you know, this amount of light attracts in these dark energies that want to absorb it in. Yeah, so a really good way forward for you is to put an end to any behavior that you don't feel is entirely pure and of the light. So doing protection spells for yourself, or protection prayer, asking for protection from the angels, from God, from the earth, whatever you believe in, or from spirit, and putting an end to any behavior that you have a sense feels sneaky, curious, anything which feels a bit mischievous. You've got to really like put an axe on that and really stop it, like really put down your boundary. For example, yeah, like no internet stalking, kind of anything where you feel like you get lured into that. Card readings about this person may not be the best thing for you to do, actually. It may be best if you kind of stop that for a little bit. Anything else that comes to mind? I think just generally it might be really important for you to really just focus on your own spirituality, on your own purity, on your own just really cleansing yourself, salt baths, swimming in the sea, going into nature, doing your meditation, doing Tai Chi or yoga or energy practices that are going to really clear you, ground you, eating well, just really taking care of yourself to make sure you don't fall into any of this kind of sort of trapping energy. Okay, that's my reading for you, group number 2. Please drop a comment below if you'd like any more support, or drop me an email. I do offer personal readings, but I think I am happy to do readings for you, but maybe not into this person particularly. Is good for you. So yeah, but just drop a comment below if you'd like any more support, or you have support or advice for others, your own experiences. You can drop that in below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and look forward to chatting to you another time. Hi, group number 3. So this reading is about what's going on with the other person, but just be aware that this may be a mirror of what's going on within you or within the dynamic with this person. And if this doesn't feel resonant, then let it go. Don't attach to anything that doesn't feel true. Don't attach to anything that feels like drama. Just really listen to your own knowing and understanding with this reading. Okay. So the overall energy, what's going on with this person, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this person is going through some kind of spiritual awakening or transition right now. And quite likely you are too, one or the other of you are, and or both of you. And what really needs to be focused on right now is that ascension, is that process, is connecting to your divine purpose. Why are you here? Like what is the why am I here? Who am I? What is life? What do I want to bring to life? What does spirit want to bring through me into this world? What do I have to offer the world? What do I love? And really focusing on these kind of questions and really deepening into your experience of your soul existence, your soul purpose, and calling in only things that really serve your soul. So in particular with relationships, because this is a reading about relationships, so also calling in your divine connection that is going to be divinely guided for your soul, like for your soul growth. So this is going to be someone who really supports you, makes you feel good about yourself, who really enlivens you and who expands you, supports you to be more than you thought you could be on your own, right? This is this expansive feeling of a true divine soul connection where you feel it's not the idea that they could do that, but that they actually do that, even if you're not in a relationship with them, that they expand you more than they bring you challenges. We have here undress and boredom. I feel like there is some kind of spiritual history, so previous lives as potentially very spiritual, like very almost like a nun or a monk, or having had a very, very spiritual past, in which in this life or another life actually, in which there is this difficulty in developing a healthy relationship, perhaps with sexual expression or relationships, whether there's been vows, or conscious or unconscious, there's been vows previously that limit relationships or limit experience of relationships or sexuality. And I feel like maybe one of you has had this experience and the other maybe is, there can be a kind of temptation to lure people out of that. It's like this play between dark and light, which, neither is wrong or right, but we obviously want the more healthy and positive aspects of ourselves to be dominant, but there may be this kind of desire to tempt someone who may be in a very spiritual, have had a very spiritual experience or existence, and there's this desire to kind of tempt them out of that, to change them or to bring something new. Or for yourself, this could be yourself having had a very purest kind of life or past lives, and you want to embody or reconnect with the wildness and the playfulness and the exploration of being alive and free. And it feels like there's some kind of dynamic going on between you or internally about that experience. It may be quite frustrating, like you may have frustrations with the other person or with yourself around this ability to express, all the kind of limits of what is or isn't possible, or is or isn't said. And it's like these kind of ingrained ideas of what it means to be spiritual, or what it means to have a god, or to have your, what are your own morals, your own ethics. And it's like there needs to be a deep exploration of how they interplay between you and this person, or within yourself, or they're exploring it within themselves. Yeah, we've got the Lovers. It's about making a choice, like what serves your highest purpose. This is what I was speaking about earlier, like what really serves your soul, and choosing to connect with someone who is a true soulmate. And maybe, that can be a bit frustrating because you just want to get on with things and you don't want to have to wait. But the thing is, there can be divine timing at play, where things need to go through a process, where there is certain experiences we need to go through in order to evolve and grow, and we're constantly learning and progressing from those. So I feel like this person or you, really, there's a choice. There is a choice around this connection or experience, and really choosing what's going to serve your highest purpose. Yeah, here we go. 4 of Wands, high level soulmate, twin flame. Yeah, this person may be that for you. In which case, we know that it's all about going back to yourself and going back to your soul purpose, your soul mission, and focusing on that, not focusing on them, not trying to make anything happen, not trying to chase them, not trying to create it or speed it up, but just being in that acceptance and allowance or in this knowing that there is some kind of connection here, and trusting that it's going to evolve and unfold in its own time, in exactly the right way. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get together with this person. 6 of Cups. So have some patience, trust your path, focus on your own spirituality. I feel like, you maybe just want to get on with this person, just get it on. You're just ready to get it on, and you might be a bit bored, but there is, there's stuff going on that needs to be worked through, and so trust in the divine timing that I think this person's definitely going to come around. So, allow that to happen in its own beautiful, romantic, and wonderful way. Okay, thank you so much, group number 3. Please give me a like, thumbs up, or comment below. You can book a private reading with me below. I look forward to speaking to you another time. Hi, group number 4. Thank you so much for tuning in. So just a quick note that this reading is about the other person, but it may well be a mirror of what's going on internally or in your own experience for you. And just to be aware of where the issues or the message about the other person is a message about yourself or for yourself. Or your dynamics, the dynamic between you, your patterns, your historical patterns, that kind of thing. And again, listening to that resonance, what feels true or doesn't feel true. And if it doesn't resonate, then you let it go. There may also be this kind of, have this awareness of patterns. Sometimes what we're tuning into, it's like we have an attachment to this story and we keep bringing it up for ourselves. So just being aware of whether this is truly a message for you, or whether this is something that's coming up for you to say, actually, this isn't where I need to be, or this isn't what I need to listen to, or something like that. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. It's my fifth time saying it, sorry. I can listen at the beginning. Okay, so what do we have for your connection, playfulness for this person? Recapture your romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this person, maybe younger than you, they probably have quite a playful nature, youthful nature. They, you may, really enjoy that actually. Sometimes the youthfulness or youngerness can be frustrating, but there's also a lot of joy and aliveness in that kind of youthful young energy, and so that can be quite captivating and quite inspiring, and can feel like this person can bring a lot of fun and excitement into your life. My feeling is I feel like this person, they can really do that for you in your life. I feel this is like a double kind of double-sided message, because on one side I think, yes, this person has this kind of fun and liveliness and joyfulness about them. At the same time, I feel like this person may not be completely committed or able to commit. I feel like either to you or in general. I feel like this person may, it may be kind of fun for them. The idea with you, the thought with you, I feel like this card transgress, it's kind of about third parties or playing, exploration. So I feel like there's something about this connection or about you with them that feels like a kind of exploration, like a game, like to explore sexuality or to explore just being alive, joyfulness. They may be interested in open relationships, or they may not settle down, or just they've kind of got this openness and playfulness about them. So I think if that's something you're looking for, and you want to experience that, and you want to you're open to kind of playing around and having fun and just enjoying this person's company, I think this is a really can be a really good connection, as long as you allow yourself to be present and with that. But if it's not your kind of thing, I mean, for some of you, this guilt kind of comes up, like it might feel like a like it's kind of working through these issues, if there's other people, or if there's or you feel they're guilty, or you feel guilty, or there's some kind of shame around it, then this may not be particularly suitable for you. This person also may have guilt around a past or current third-party situation. They may not quite know what to do about it. They may feel kind of shamed, or want to hide something, or feel a bit kind of confused about their feelings or their relationship with someone else, or with you if you're the kind of third party. And I think it's just to be aware that there does seem to be this, this air and this energy of exploration. We've got 2 7s here. 2 and 5 make 7, 1 and 6 make 7, and so I do feel like there is a divine connection and there is a divine purpose here, because 7 for me is about spirituality and about connecting, those the 7 main chakras. It's like it's a sacred number, and so I do feel there is like a sacred connection within this, but I do feel like it is a kind of playfulness, and this can also be your person really needs this right now. They just want to explore and play and have fun, and that's, if you want to support them, then that's what you either allow them to do, or you allow them to go and do that themselves, or you explore that with them. It's obviously up to you. Let's get a few more tarot and see what the tarot wants to say. Yeah, Knight of Wands. He's a bit of a rover. He's wandering around with his wand and charging here and charging there, and just kind of exploring and playing with different things. So yeah, you need to kind of be aware of that right now. Yeah, they may bring you gifts. This can be a gift. It can be flattering. It can be fun. It can be enjoyable. But I do feel like they are yeah, this person is quite hot, quite sexual. They might be really sexually attracted to you. They may want to, make this offer, or give you something, or give you some kind of commitment. But I would just be aware of how deep, how sincere that is. We've got the Two of Wands, which is about making a choice and letting things go. So I feel like, yeah, it's almost like these two people facing one another, and making this choice. Which one you're going to keep, which you're going to let go. What are you going to hold on to? What gift are you going to accept? And it may be that this person, does want to offer you something, but you need to really think about whether it's suitable for you or not, because you don't want someone who's going to mess you around. If you're up for having fun and just whatever, then that's great. But if your heart is really attached to this person, if you feel this real deep feeling for them, then I think you need to be aware to look after it, and maybe just find the gratitude in having their attention or having that experience. And you may want to just make sure you choose what's best for you. Yeah, King of Swords. You don't really want knights. You want a kings. You want clarity, and you want clear focus, understanding. I feel like this is a bit of guidance for you, is just to be really firm and to hold your boundaries, hold your truth, and only accept what feels good for you and what you feel good to offer. If it's kind of there's transgression and sexual exploration and all these kind of things are really powerful and important opportunity for our life experience. In some areas they have become kind of popular or trendy, and so it's really just making sure that you're looking after your own needs, and what rings true to you and what's true to someone else doesn't have to be true to you. So just hold your truth and hold your own boundary, and don't accept things that don't feel good for you. This can be about speaking your truth and making a clear choice what is or isn't okay. Okay, group number 4. I hope that was useful and helpful for you. You can contact me for a private reading below, and give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to chatting to you again another time. Bye.